Many years ago, there was a house of a big mikubal. His name was Mordechai Sharabi, Alav Shalom. So Rabbi Zino again says that in that house, he met an old man who lived till over 100 years old. He says he would wake up at midnight, every night, learn Zohar and Chok L'Yisrael, and then all the way till Netz. And every night his wife used to sit next to him. His wife used to sit next to him. She didn't know how to read anything. She didn't understand. But she sat next to him and listened. And whenever he asked her, why are you awake? You could be sleeping also. You don't need to be here. She said, no, maybe you'll need something. Maybe you need a cup of tea. Maybe you need something. I want to bring it to you. I want to be the person who gives the zuchut. So today, she sits in Gan Eden with him together, right? She has the zuchut just as him. This pasuk, this couple fulfilled the pasuk. You shall rejoice, samachta b'chol hatov, that Hashem has given you in your house. Torah is tov, and when a man learns Torah in the house, the whole house is transformed. There is joy, there is seriousness, there is meaning, there's it's uplifted on a different level completely. When a child learns Torah, you see him, the difference when he studies Torah and when he doesn't. Torah Chaim HaKadosh, who we spoke about last time, we came out of the lion's den, he says, what does it mean? Samachta b'chol hatov. You'll enjoy in Parshat Kitavo. You will rejoice in all the good that Hashem gave you. What's all the good? Or Chaim HaKadosh says, if people would know the sweetness and the pleasantness of the Torah, they would go mad and they pursue it in the street. You see how people walk in the street looking for a drug dealer? Hey man, hey, you got the good stuff. Can you help me? So he goes and he doesn't care to stand in the corners asking people. He would go, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to go to everybody. I'm going to continue till I get it. I got to feed my drive. So Chaim Kadosh says, if people would know the taste of the sweetness of Torah and living a Torah lifestyle, they would also be like that. Say, hey, you look religious. You have Dvar Torah? Real Shefa, like something deep, powerful. Tell us. No, don't go. Stay here. I'll pay you. Whatever it is, just, I need it. Give it to me. I need the secrets. So therefore, if people would realize, they would be the same way. He says about Rav Chaim Pinchas Scheinberg, Alav Shalom, he was a scholar who lived recently, and he also had the sweetness of Torah. In his younger years, Rav Scheinberg said, you know what? I don't want the Rebbitzin to go and wash the dishes. I'll help. But since he couldn't stay away from his learning, so what did he do? He used to go and put on the faucet Mishnah Berurah. So there's the hot, there's the cold, there's the hot, and the sink. So he would prop a Mishnah Berurah over there. While he's washing dishes, he would be reading, right? And then like this, he wouldn't waste time. So what? There was a small problem. Many times, what would you come out with? Broken dishes. They say, right? You don't want to wash dishes? Break a dish, they'll fire you, right? So he says over here what? And many times the dishes broke, and then because of this, so the dishes started getting lower and lower. We don't have so many dishes anymore. Rebbitzin said, listen, you know what? It's okay. Leave it alone. I'd rather you learn than we missing dishes. So you see how Rav Scheinberg became Gadol Ador. There's a famous story about a yeshiva boy. He used to come late to washing his hands in the time. And he used to see there was a big line of all the yeshiva boys washing hands. He said, you know what? I'll wait every day at the end of the line. I'll see how long it takes. And I'll learn during the time that everyone's washing hands. Why should I always try to run first, waste my time? Anyways, I have to wait. I'll wait 8 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it is. I'll learn. From this 10 minutes that you waited every day to get into the time for breakfast, he finished the entire Mishnah Berurah, 6 volumes. You're saying? You understand how many halachot he learned? From 10 minutes a day. People today, they mezalzel, they don't value 5 minutes. They say, what is 5 minutes? What is 10 minutes? The person has to realize this is very valuable. To shorts, the shorts today on the reels, right? On the Instagram reels. 6 seconds, 10 seconds, 30 seconds. You go like this a few times. Wow, 1 hour passed. 2 hours passed. How did it happen? And it says on my phone, I'm on my phone 6 hours a day watching this stuff. From where? It's 20 seconds, 30 seconds. You see how it easily builds up. Where does the Yetzirah try to get you? On the small things. Waste a minute here, waste a time there. Very big CEOs, every minute is written down, calculated. They don't let these things steal their time because they know efficiency is the way to get to the top. But this comes from where? From love. When you have love and from understanding, you will be able to go and accomplish all this. He says that when he was young, the Rabbi Zino again says when he was young, he was sent from Israel to study in Lakewood under Rav Aaron Kotler, Alav Shalom. He said, the most important thing I learned from Aaron Kotler is the love of Torah. Our people used to love Torah so much. Every morning we left the dorm to go pray Shachrit. He says, someone would say next to me, Mishnayot by heart. They would be walking. They wouldn't waste time. They would say Mishnayot by heart. He says, in the dining room, every conversation was, did you hear what Tosafot said? And this is a very interesting thing. They would argue back and forth about it. Even though it's not like they were forcing themselves. It was really interesting to them. It wouldn't, oh, you saw Dallas Mavericks, Boston Celtics game. You saw, the NBA Finals, you scored this. People are excited to speak about that. For them, exciting. We're speaking about Torah, something that uplifts us. So therefore, everything was about Torah. He says when he decided to learn Masechet Nazir, the rabbi Rabbi Kotler brought us a huge volume, huge Gemara. So it was very expensive. I asked the rabbi, "What rabbi? It's a very expensive book." He says, "Isn't Nazir worth it? It's not worth it to go." Meaning, it's Torah. Of course, I should buy the best. Like, what's the question? So you see on their face, you see how they talk, you see how they act. Everything was with love of Torah, and we have to realize that if we want to give it to our kids, give it to our wives, give it to our family, we have to bring this to our house. We should zocher to inculcate on Shavuot the love of Torah to ourselves and our family. Baruch